Yay.
Let's walk. See this old lady.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
How do you do, madam? We should like to see one of your lodgers, Henry Hampford.
Well, he's away. And you must understand, I don't open my door to strangers, especially with all these prowlers about.
Those are like cats,
That is
right?
the reason for our visit.
Yeah.
With police.
No, Henry is a friend of ours. He expressed his concern to us about these intruders. We're here at his request.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Henry, while he might seem strange at first, is a thoughtful and kind man. You must have noticed how worried I've been. Why, just this morning some of my washing was stolen, and I'm sure it was those ones who took it.
It seems like the best place to start our investigation. May we step into your garden and then perhaps look into our friend's room?
I don't see anything wrong with your looking over
Step
the
into her
garden,
garden.
his
Is that some
room.
kind of code?
You understand, he didn't warn me.
No.
Probably
I
not.
understand.
Okay. Just making sure.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let's have a look in the garden.
Without a doubt, it is the linen belonging to
Found
Henry's
the clothes.
landlady. Indeed,
Just
there
jacking
appears to be
some
some linen
clothesline.
missing. A rake. Why take it, Holmes?
Fuck you, Watson.
I'm not gonna dignify that with a response. No, I'm walking all over her garden. That's exactly what I was talking about. All over her garden.
Just go get. Don't even go over there.
There's
You don't
what
need.
Can.
You don't need it.
You don't have to put those. You're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Saying we learned this from the first 100 attempts.
You don't need nothing, just fucking. You just give one
There
of
should
those.
be a spade here.
We've learned that the shovel is missing,
I guess we have to do that part.
and we take this
A
axe.
small
So
pickaxe.
we can just destroy her property while we're walking through her garden. Axe out.
There is something interesting here. Good. we
Now
can
there's
pass.
not.
You don't need any of that shit.
What?
It is just as I thought.
We gotta know
Here's an ideal view of
that we
Henry's
can
room.
just sit here
That
and
confirms that the
peep
young
on that
man
young man
was
getting
being
naked
watched.
whenever we want.
Oh.
Very important.
The remains of a small meal. Someone has stayed here rather a long time. This newspaper is 4 days old. The bishop's nephew was being watched long before his uncle's murder. Nothing of interest here.
Found her missing clothes in this tree.
Didn't know where those were.
Think I'm gonna break it down.
This clothing is torn. The man who stole it
Yeah,
must
the
have
fifth time
caught
around,
on
it
a
seems like he
tree
knows
when stood
exactly what
upon
we're
the
doing.
fence.
And at the
Seems like
moment
we're
when
pros
he
at this.
jumped,
Oh,
he
he's
left
good.
his
This-
jacket in the
This did
tree.
not take like a half hour the first time we played.
That's not the reason why we're
Wonder what we were looking
doing this
for.
again. Recording kept fucking up.
Don't let this. Here were the secrets. Maybe we just want to be pros at this.
Belonging to the
That's
nephew of the
stupid.
Bishop of Knightsbridge.
Yes, puppy. Lick, lick. Okay.
Let's go talk to this lady about me walking all over her garden.
Is this the washing you were looking for?
Oh, yes, that's it. Where did you find it?
On the ground, doubtless blown there by the wind.
They didn't steal
You
it.
should be more
then.
careful with your
I'd have
clothes.
felt better knowing that those
Bitch.
lurkers were nothing more than clothes thieves.
That is not the case, madam. This affair seems to be rather more serious than that. It appears that these intruders were spying on Henry. Now, please, let us see his room.
Gracious me, whatever next? Come in.
Come in, just
Take the
go
first
through
door on
his
the
room.
left. It's open. He never
We
locks.
don't have privacy here.
Never.
No, never. Well, you know him. He doesn't do things like everyone else. He lives in a
We
world of
actually
his
don't know
own.
him. We kind of lied
When
about
did
that.
you see him last?
Never met him
Did he
before.
say anything to you?
Yesterday morning, he just muttered a few words. I I can't always understand what he's saying. When he does talk, that is. I can ask him a question, but he just stares off somewhere. The floor, the ceiling, as if I wasn't there. At first I found it strange, but I've gotten used to it.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. He's sometimes nervous too, isn't he?
Oh yes, as soon as anything upsets him. Even when he's alone in his room he gets cross. And then the next second he is standing stock still. He stares off into space and calms down again as fast as he became angry.
Well...
I think that's kind of like wavy still, or...
What?
Like,
A ghost?
yeah, like ghost still.
I don't know what that... They
It's not important.
Oh, okay.
What is important is the scarf.
He got his scarf out, but he forgot to take it.
Because now he has a cold neck.
Someone emptied
I
a
feel
bag
so sorry
here.
for him.
There is something interesting here.
Well, since we don't live here, we can just, you know, use axes on things.
A box. Let's see.
Here we go, solving puzzles. First part, find these 4
He
codes on this
scratched the
box.
lock's cipher codes for himself. Watson, write them down for us.
1,
It is noted.
2. This thing turns horribly.
There's 4 people in here.
It is noted.
3.
I have noted down everything.
Good job, Watson. At least you're here for something.
This lock is very complex. The young Henry is remarkably intelligent.
Answer to this puzzle.
0, 0, 0.
Yep. No. It is 6.
That was 8.
It's 8.
It's 8. You're right.
8.
They've been notching it up. This one is 1.
Yep.
To make the columns all equal 9. This one is 4.
Wait, wouldn't that be rows?
Is it rows? Is the rows equal 9?
No, wait.
No, it's the columns equal 9.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Count. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I see it.
And this one is 4 because 21 minus 3 is 18, minus 2 is 16, and 15 minus 3 is 12, minus 2 is 10, and 9 minus 3 is 6, minus 2 is 4.
How that made no sense.
You know what? Doesn't have to make sense. If you were trying to keep your little case here safe, wouldn't you make it something obscure? And this one we learned was 3. Because there's 2 there's 2 between the 10 and the 8, and there's 2 between the 8 and 6.
Oh, you actually figured this one out?
Yeah. I looked this one up after after the 5th time that we got this. I'm like, I wonder why it's actually this.
What was the number?
But the number is 3 because there's, you can see how 10 minus 2 is the top one,
Yeah.
and the middle one is 3 plus 4 plus 4, and the middle, so you just have to have like the same number on each side of it.
So now the next one is 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
What the fuck? There's no damn clue to that. That's ridiculous.
Empty.
And we just
According
find
to
it's
the
empty
label,
gun case
this box
after all that.
contained a Colt Patterson.
It is a powerful weapon, Holmes. And judging by the receipt, it was new.
Oh, is it baseball? Is it
A
basketball?
violin. It is a lovely one, but where's its case?
You'll need a case of violin. Were there books in there?
It is an impressive library for someone living alone.
You didn't read
And
any
he's
of those.
read all that. Impressive.
This rubbish bin was emptied, and
Not
then
the
someone
rubbish
threw a
bin.
torn piece
That's
of
my
paper
favorite
in
type
it,
of bin.
and judging by the
Rubbish.
smell,
Onion.
Oops, I skipped over. Who cares?
let us put these torn pieces of paper on the table.
You know what he said anyway, so.
Okay, time for my puzzle solving.
This is the worst part.
I did this pretty fast the last time.
I don't know.
be a there better be an app for this.
I don't know that one.
Yahoo! Seriously, 2 stars? It's that bad, dude. This app sucks. You know what? I'm not gonna look at this thing. I'm gonna wait.
I was a little slower this time around. Feel like I did fast.
Both sides of the paper are blank. All this for nothing.
We
Holmes.
have video proof
Perhaps not,
somewhere
Watson.
about Residella.
No, we don't.
Some.
This candle is still hot. It's been used recently.
During the
Matches. Clothespins. Lettuce.
Keep turning your phone on silent, so we don't hear constant.
I realized there was actually noise coming over. What the hell? I thought I put it on sound. Alright, give me a second. Okay, we're good.
Oh, didn't count that there.
The address of a dock on the Thames. No hat, no coat. My dear Watson, in the garden and in this room, pieces are missing that should never have left their places.
Shovel missing outside. Gun missing in dad's case. Violin missing in his case.
Mm-hmm.
Puzzle style Watson.
Quick, Watson, there's not a moment to lose. Go and thank that charming lady while I try to recapture our new friend.
Go think of Reliance walking in her
Recapture?
garden.
What makes you think that he has run away?
I believe that our man suffers from behavioral problems. You must have seen or heard about those poor fellows who spend their time counting the gravel stones in the garden, or moving objects from one place to another hundreds of times in one day.
Watson's all like,
Well,
that's what
the
I
bishop's
do.
nephew suffers from a moderate form of this condition. Nothing would be more disturbing to him than to leave a personal space in such chaos. And yet this is what he has done with this room. For it to reach such a state of neglect can only indicate that he was in a most desperate situation.
And do you think that you can catch him?
Yes, the candle here is still warm, so he left only a few minutes before our arrival. But it is the missing violin case and the large pistol which concern me. We know that he is quick-tempered and
Why is it
volatile.
missing violin?
It is never
Violin
wise
case
to leave a
concerning?
gun
Did he hide the
quite
gun in the
capable of
violin
killing
case?
a bull in the
Guns
hands
in
of
the
someone
Couldn't he
who
just
is
take his
Did
gun
he
case?
leave to
Didn't
go
it
to
look
the
like a
address
gun
which
case?
was written in the invisible ink, do you think?
undoubtedly, Watson. And as for the missing spade, I can tell you that it will
But
be
in order
used
to get
for
in
digging.
there,
Are you
anyone
ever
can open
going
a
to
violin
stop
case.
delaying me with endless questions?
So, gentlemen, have you found anything?
We have learned enough to promise you that they will not return.
That makes me feel better. Thank you, gentlemen.
We are going to pay a visit to that mysterious address.
You know, even-
But what we didn't tell you
first,
is the person
we
who
must
rents his
detour
room
to
out
Lambeth.
is not going to return it.
Lambeth? What are we going to
So
do
if he owes you
there?
money,
Pick up
too
an
bad.
old friend. He will be a precious help in our locating Mr. Hamford.
Good. And who is this friend?
A friend who helped us in the case you so romantically titled The Sign of the Four.